At the time, I never really thought that much about it, but now thinking about it, it was very uncomfortable.
We've all felt the, kind of looking around and not seeing anyone that looks like you.
I think you just learn to like push it down, or just you don't even realize it because it's always been the same way.
It's like, oh, I want to play volleyball, like this is what I want to do. And I'm looking up to, colleges, I don't see anyone that looks like me. So I think that was a big thing where it was like, okay, I really want to play volleyball, but is this even possible? Like, there's no setter, a black setter that looks like me. Should I just play basketball,
I played basketball from when I was 5 to like 15, and then I started playing volleyball right when I turned 15 years old. It was an interesting shift from going to see African American girls all the time to being the only African American girl. It was like, it was a wake-up call.
I had parents that would come up to me and say, oh my gosh, are you the setter? You're so good. And I'm like, yeah, like I am. I've been setting on this team for a while now. And they're like, that is so amazing. I want my daughter to come see you. And it was a black parent, a black daughter, and they're like, I want her to see you run the court.
I think with my family, it was very important conversations to have. As hard as they were, it was really difficult to sit and be like, they don't look like you and they might call you something that you don't know, but you do not take disrespect.
That's why so many young black females especially, they play basketball, because they know that there's going to be other people that look like them. There's going to be teammates that can understand their struggles, that can understand what they're going through. And it's just really hard growing up when you're on volleyball teams and there's no one that kind of relates to you like that.
Even myself, Armania, and Adria, people were like, oh, are you guys sisters? Oh, no. Is the rest of the team sisters? No. You would never be like, hey, are you guys twins? No. Just because they're both white, you would, if they look really similar, sure, but you would never just assume that just based on the color of their skin.
And someone coming up to me and asking me, well, where are you committed to? And at the time, I was committed to Georgia, so I was like, well, I go to Georgia. And they said, yeah, I thought you would go to a big school like that, I assumed so. What if I went to a D2 school? Just because of my body type and the color of my skin, it doesn't determine where I go to school.
Obviously, I love this sport. I want to do it for as long as possible, but sometimes it does feel like, does the sport appreciate me? Does it appreciate who I am, It starts with girls wanting to play, because I bet there's not a lot of inner city girls who want to play club volleyball. Why would they when, like I said earlier, they don't feel like there's anyone who looks like them. They don't feel like they can make it.
Younger black athletes, if their parents can't afford, them to put them into it, they're not going to. There's a lot, like basketball, that's everywhere. Volleyball isn't at every single YMCA, or you're not going to be that great at a YMCA versus playing at a club level.
To get out to your city and getting out to the people and to, girls that look like you is really important. And, letting them know that you're here for them, not just signing an autograph and going, but taking a picture, having their phone number, calling them, being a mentor to girls is really important, especially for our African American girls.